Located in south-central Pennsylvania, bounded by the Tuscarora, Conococheague, and Blue Mountains to the north, west, and south respectively, and the Susquehanna River to the east, Perry County is one of the least visited counties in the state. The county, home to 14 covered bridges, offers much for the visitor who wishes to explore these relics from the past and enjoy the spectacular natural beauty the area has to offer. While one day is enough to visit these links to the past, especially in the summer, I'd suggest a minimum of 2 days to fully appreciate and experience some of the best mountainscapes, forests, streams, and fertile farm fields that Pennsylvania affords. My tour started in the northeastern part of the county in Liverpool at the Red Covered Bridge, which crosses Barger's Creek, also known as Wildcat Creek, and concluded at the New Germantown Covered Bridge crossing Sherman's Creek in New Germantown. While I traveled to and visited all 14 bridges, I was unable to aerially video and photograph one, Clay's Covered Bridge crossing Little Buffalo Creek in Little Buffalo State Park, as drones are not permitted, as the ranger kindly explained to me. Plan carefully before setting out on your adventure, as connecting to GPS is spotty at times along the way. Have handy the GPS coordinates and physical addresses for each bridge, but also have a paper map of the county with the bridges marked beforehand. I use the Pennsylvania Atlas and Gazetteer on my travels for those times I lose GPS connection. It has come in very handy, especially in the hollers off the main roads. Also, bring snacks or picnic lunches and plan your bathroom stops. It's a pretty rural county. With all that said, let's enjoy the splendor Perry County has to offer. It really is a sad state of affairs when bridges have to be monitored. Let's leave Red Covered Bridge and head on over to Fleischer's Covered Bridge in Newport. Fleischer's crosses Big Buffalo Creek. Don't expect to see a lot of traffic on your travels in Perry County. Although not as sparsely populated as many of the counties of Pennsylvania, I didn't see many cars on this day. As you travel, you might want to take a few side trips, as there is a sizable Amish population in the county with approximately 250 families comprising 10 church districts. The settlement, a daughter settlement of the larger Lancaster settlement, stretches for over 25 miles from near Blaine in the west to almost Millerstown in the east. As we pull away from Fleischer's Bridge, My next stop was Clay's Covered Bridge in Little Buffalo State Park. But as I said earlier, I didn't get any aerial shots of that one. So we will skip right to Delville Covered Bridge, crossing Sherman's Creek in Duncannon. Did I tell you already that Perry County, especially in the western part of the county, is pretty rural? It's been said Amish horses have never seen a red light. I most certainly picked a beautiful day for my tour. Our next stop will be Rice's Covered Bridge, crossing Sherman's Creek in Landisburg. Another covered bridge in Landisburg is Wagoner's Covered Bridge, crossing Bixler's Run. Here's a view of the mill that's adjacent to Wagner's. Our next bridge has definitely seen some better days. This is Kokendorfer's Covered Bridge at Ickisburg. It crosses Big Buffalo Creek. You can see a dairy farm there in the background. There are no Amish dairy farms left in Perry County, and that's definitely a sad state of affairs, considering that the Amish had many dairy farms in their early years. We don't have to go too far to get to our next bridge, also in Ickisburg. This will be the Seville covered bridge, also crossing Big Buffalo Creek. Let's leave Ickisburg and head on over to Loy'sville, where we will visit Adair's covered bridge crossing Sherman's Creek. As I was getting my last flyover of Adair's covered bridge, I spied a combine in the distance. And I'm a sucker for farming. Let's take a look at what's going on over here in the distance. I wonder how many millions of kernels of corn came off this field. Just look at that beautiful scenery. I would like to have stuck around a little bit longer, but it was time to head over to the Bistline covered bridge, also in Loy'sville, crossing Sherman's Creek. By now the sun was getting pretty low in the sky, and I was getting pretty nervous. I didn't know if I was going to finish up all bridges before the day ended. Our next bridge was in Blaine, the Enslow covered bridge crossing Sherman's Creek. Although this bridge allows traffic, you can see to the left of it, there is a lane that crosses the water. Larger vehicles can cross there. a pretty sizable dairy farm there. Look at the size of those silage bunkers. Well, the eastern hemlock is Pennsylvania's state tree. I think it should be the black walnut. They're everywhere. Another of our covered bridges crossing Sherman's Creek is Book's Covered Bridge, also in Blaine. By this time, the sun was only illuminating the beautiful fall leaves near the tops of the trees. Isn't that just gorgeous? Also found in Blaine, crossing Sherman's Creek, is the Mount Pleasant Covered Bridge. I knew it was getting late and I shouldn't have done this, but I spied a combine in a soybean field. Like I said, I'm a sucker. I had to check it out. The last bridge proved the most difficult to find, even though it was actually easy to find once I knew where it was. If it wasn't for a friendly Amishman who told me right exactly how to get there, I don't think I would have got there before dark. But it's the New Germantown Covered Bridge in New Germantown. This one also crosses Sherman's Creek. I hope you enjoyed this tour as much as I did of Perry County's covered bridges.